Hello friends, welcome to Peak to Playa. As we approach the 6-month mark before our move to the Dominican Republic, we often find ourselves asking each other what we will miss most about living in the United States. What will we miss about Colorado? Well, today I'm going to share my top 4 things I'll miss most when we make the move. Number 1, of course, on my list is family. My adult son lives in Denver, and while he's been on his own, he's completely independent, has been off mom's payroll for several years. We've always had a close relationship. Even though I live here in the Springs and he lives up in Denver, we don't see each other all the time because we both have very busy lives. But there's something comforting about knowing he's only an hour and a half away. So once we move to the Dominican Republic, that distance will become thousands of miles away. And I also have my sister and my nephews here in the Colorado Springs. So family's what I will miss the most. They're all very excited for us and supportive of this next chapter, but I know it will be an adjustment not having all of them nearby. And the second thing I'll miss is a little less emotional, but equally important to me, is the efficiency and processes we have here in the United States. I know this sounds a little nerdy, but I'm a policy and process person. My background is in legal and regulatory compliance, so I've spent much of my career writing policies, standards, processes. I've genuinely appreciated well-designed systems and processes, and they form the backbone of how businesses and government agencies operate in the U.S. In the Dominican Republic, things often work very differently. Relationships tend to drive processes more than written procedures. Instead of relying on policies and SOPs, success often comes from knowing people and building connections. And that can be frustrating at times, but it can also be refreshing. It's a different way of doing things, and I'm sure it will be one of the biggest adjustments for me personally. And then the third thing I will miss is our library system. I mean, did I tell you I'm a nerd yet? I'm a big reader and even a bigger library user. Colorado has some fantastic libraries, and I'm fortunate to live in a community where literacy is valued, libraries are well supported and accessible. Whether I'm checking out books, booking a conference room, or using the digital resources, the library has been a very meaningful part of my life here. And finally, I'll miss the Colorado weather. Now, I know this one sounds a little contradictory because one of the reasons we're moving to the Dominican Republic is for the warm climate, but hear me out. The summers in the Caribbean can be extremely hot and humid, and that kind of heat tends to wear me down. Colorado summers, on the other hand, are much more forgiving. The humidity is low, and even on hot days, you can usually find some shade and cool off comfortably. So don't get me wrong, I will not miss snowstorms or the snow shoveling, but I will miss those nice Colorado summer days and low humidity and cool evenings. So these are my top 4 things I'll miss most about the U.S. Ask me again after I've actually lived in the Dominican Republic for a year, and my list might look a little different. But anyway, if you've made it this far, leave me a book emoji in the comments or tell me where you're watching from. Anyway, thanks for watching. Leave me a like or subscribe if you'd like to. Anyway, until next time, friends.